Now, back to Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Shout, shout, I'm talking to you, so come on.
Good morning, everybody. 17 minutes after the hour. Glad you're with us this morning. Thrilled to have on the program Traci Brown. She spells her first name with an I, Traci. TraciBrown.com is the website, and she is a body language expert. She's also been a U.S. collegiate cycling champion. She was the former U.S. cycling team member and body language expert. And, of course, she's got a book. Oh, my gosh, Body Language Confidential. It's fascinating. We've had her on the program before. It's great to have you on. Traci, thanks, and welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me on. It's good to talk to you guys again.
It is. So you've been busy, and, of course, all kinds of cool projects, all kinds of body language. People don't realize sometimes how telling body language is, and we converse on a regular basis when big stories come out, controversial stories where it's a, he said kind of thing. And body language. So tell everyone what's happening, body language, and then your newest project, this Persuasion Points. Very exciting.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you the biggest body language in the news right now, and I think it really happened yesterday, is the whole Bill Cosby thing.
Oh, yeah?
And he did an interview on NPR. Interview was going along great, and the interviewer said, hey, what about these rape allegations? And all of a sudden, he just went silent and just shook his head no. And then I got really curious about it. Like, we never really got any, he's not talking.
Right.
But we got the video of the woman who's making these allegations, and I got to tell you, I think she's telling the truth.
Really?
So, yeah, I'm thinking it's a very, very old situation. It's more than 20 years old. And there may be a few more incidences of this, but I'm thinking we got a problem on our hands here with Mr. Cosby.
Well, and Bill Cosby is one of my absolute favorites. It's really a shame. But interesting, why now? Why not so many years ago? Or did he, because he had superstar status back then, just kind of beat it down and this person decided to come out again?
Well, you never know. The thing of it is with that kind of challenge, it takes a while to be able to talk about it. And so there's always that.
Right.
But there could be a financial situation that she's in where she needs to get some money pretty fast. There could be a myriad of things. The thing about body language in what I see is you never know why people are thinking what they're thinking, but you know that they are thinking what they're thinking. And so it puts you in this semi-mind reader kind of zone, but you don't know exactly all the details, and so that's the situation we're in here, I think.
Yeah, well, and it's interesting, and I learned it from you almost, is that your words have to match your body language, right? You can't say one thing and your body do another, correct?
Oh, exactly. The body can't lie, and so really, you got to pay attention almost more to what the body's doing at the time the words are coming out of the mouth. So it's really instantaneous, and it takes a little bit of training to be able to see what's really going on, and be able to accurately interpret it. It's totally doable. It just takes a little more paying attention than what we normally do. And we're trained to say, oh, well, he said X, Y, Z. Yeah, right. He said that. However, his body said something else, and that's the bigger part of the story.
Well, exactly right. And all of a sudden you start thinking how this applies to everyday life. I mean, it applies to whether you are asked a serious question legally and whether you are lying or not. That is involved. You've got issues with leadership. You've got issues with people. Are they telling you the truth in a particular conversation? I mean, all of this is just, quite frankly, rather amazing when you think about it. Traci, how long has your book been out, your Body Language Confidential?
Body Language Confidential, gosh, it's only been out a year and a half, maybe.
Oh,
and
God.
So it's selling well. I sell it at my talks, and people buy it off Amazon and off my website. It's Body Language Trainer all the time. And I actually have a new project that I'm really excited about. It's my Persuasion Point system that's coming out. I was asked by the Home Shopping Channel
That's exciting.
to develop a system for them of persuasion and influence, all based around strategic body language. And I do get into verbal language as well, but it consists of a book and 3 DVDs and 2 CDs and even a deck of cards. And so that is so new that if people want to just email me or sign up for my mailing list, I will let you know when it's out. It just went to print.
Oh my gosh! This is like
it is brand new. Yeah.
Right? This is like the inside scoop, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. And I got to tell you, you're going to want the inside scoop because of everything you're going to be able to do once you just dig in, just slightly even to this. I'm talking about getting out of traffic tickets when you get pulled over, making a return without a receipt, getting the restaurant to give you a table when they say they're booked, even interpreting online dating profiles.
Oh my gosh,
so you don't have to go through a lot of hassle. You can just know about people by the pictures that they put up. There's a lot of really practical uses, so you don't have to connect the dots. It's just, this is what you do to get this done. Exactly.
We've got a quick little break coming up. Traci Brown is with us, ladies and gentlemen. Her website, of course, Body Language Trainer, is where you can get that book, and then her other page, tracibrown.com. We'll be talking about this incredible persuasion point package that she's got when we come back off the break. This is exciting. And Traci, just coming out from Business Insider, the 4 body language mistakes to avoid at work. I know. I want to see what you've got to think about that. We'll come right back, and we'll have Traci Brown on right after the break. The Bloomberg Market Update is coming up next, but you've got the Sunrise Show right here on KCMX News Radio 880. We'll be posting on, of course, it's streaming live at kcmxam.com, and we'll have posts on our Facebook page as well. We'll be right back after this quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere.
So get up. Top of the morning to ya.
Now, back to Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. 34 minutes after the hour, continuing with Traci Brown. You're not going to want to miss this. I told you don't go anywhere. Persuasion Points is the latest package that Traci Brown has been asked to put together for the Home Shopping Network. But even bigger than that, she was able to attend the NSA conference, National Speakers Association conference, right, Traci?
That's right. NSA, we're the ones that talk, not the ones that listen.
I love that. Anyway, turns out that from the show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington was there. She was able to speak in front of 2,000 people. And guess what? He cornered her and wanted her to work on a project. Tell us about that. Body Language for Profit?
I pitched my Body Language for Profit system, which anyone can get online at my website right now on Body Language Trainer. It's all about salespeople and how to use your body language just right. And I pitched this to this panel in front of 2,000 of my peers who are out speaking on the circuit. And Kevin Harrington, he said, "Hey, I'll take that deal. I'll fund you, but we got to rework it for the Home Shopping Network, which is 70% women." So, and he said, "Oh yeah, make it into 3 DVDs, 2 CDs, 1 book, and a deck of cards." And I said, "Okay." And so off to the races we went, and it's just gone to print. And one of the biggest things I learned from it is about product development, and I think it's a big lesson for anyone in sales, is don't assume that people are going to make it from point A to point B. You have got to connect the dots for them, and so that's what I've done in the Persuasion Point system. So it's all about specific uses for your body language and persuasion techniques that I'm going to teach you, whether it's getting your kids to behave, interpreting online dating profiles, getting out of traffic tickets, detecting lies, even making a return without a receipt at your favorite store.
Wow.
These are the kind of things that I'm teaching you exactly, specifically how to do, both in body language and also which words to use, so that you're getting the desired response from people. Now, people go, oh, persuasion, that's manipulation. No, it's not. People want to help you out when you position it the right way. And so that's what I've helped people do, so that you have a tool you can just go to really quickly and be able to use it. So maybe it's getting something on sale today when the sale doesn't start till tomorrow. I mean, Black Friday is coming up. What if you could go on Wednesday and get that sale price because you know how to sweet talk your salesperson just right.
Exactly right. And, a lot of this is nice manners. I mean, people gravitate toward nice manners. They gravitate toward being respected, right? I mean, this isn't, that dirty word of manipulation or anything like that, or deceitful or whatever, but doesn't it also help protect you when you're being picked on, whether it's illegal, law enforcement type stuff that's a little heavy-handed, or people that really, what if you take somebody that is actually manipulating from a deviant way, and you're able to push back, and because you identify the deceiver before they get to do what they do, right?
Oh, yeah. And so I teach you how to profile people so that you understand how their mind works very quickly. You can do it in 5 seconds. And I'm able to teach people, okay, this is what this person is thinking. This is what they're probably going to do next. So this is how you need to spin your idea. And when you do that, when you start to understand that everyone thinks slightly differently than you do, then all of a sudden you can open up your universe of being able to guide and direct their mind to get a lot more of what they want. But you've got to be able to understand them and what they are looking for out of any conversation at any one time so that you can be a step ahead.
Exactly right.
And that's what I teach people to do in this persuasion point system.
God, that's excellent. We're talking with Traci Brown, and her website is bodylanguagetrainer.com. Her brand new package, her Persuasion Points, isn't even at the Home Shopping Network. It's not even finished yet, but of course all the proofs are coming through, so that'll be great. Traci, it's so funny. In the Business Insider this week, they talked about 4 body language mistakes to avoid at work. Let's see what you think. Crossing your arms, tapping your foot or shaking your leg, looking upwards when you answer a question, or the direction of your toes are pointing. Is that good advice for folks?
So it's decent. The crossing your arms actually can show that you're closed. It's not actually what's going on, though. What's going on is you're comparing to what you're comparing what's presented to what you know, and what you know is different. Now, you may end up closed by crossing your arms, and you're not generally showing that you're open and comfortable and receptive to the situation or the idea. So, probably minimizing that may be a good idea. Tapping your foot, shaking your leg, yeah, that tells someone you want to go. It's a really deep unconscious, and all this is deeply unconscious, right? And so, probably want to minimize that. Let's see, what were the other 2?
Looking upwards when you answer a question.
Looking up, when you answer a question, you look up. Actually, some people have a physiological need to do that, and so you got to be careful that it's not interpreted as rolling your eyes. So if you do that when you sigh, of course, that's going to be something where you're probably going to get a negative response. However, some people aren't going to be able to help it, especially if they're visual learners, because they're actually trying to create a picture in their mind of what's going to come out of their mouth. So don't judge on that one. I think that's a real situational. It has to do with a lot of other things.
Yeah, Traci, hold that thought a second. We've got to get to a quick break. Right back on the Sunrise Show after this.
Now, back to Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. 47 minutes after the hour, and I've kept Traci for another segment. Just love it. Traci Brown, of course, she's an incredible practitioner of neuro-linguistics. She's a master there. She's got a business degree from University of Colorado, and she wrote the ebook, Mastering Magical Persuasion, but that has turned out to be a big part of her persuasion points. It's going to be on the Home Shopping Network with the whole package. And Traci, it's great to have you back. Her website, bodylanguagetrainer.com. And Traci, we've talked about that persuasion point package. It's not even out on the Home Shopping Network yet.
It's not there yet, and we're going there soon. We're working on pricing and all the things you need to do to get a product in line. It turns out there's a lot.
Well, there is.
So,
it has to be.
It's really the culmination of my body of work up to now, and in my Mastering Magical Persuasion ebook that I had years ago. We turned that into a DVD, and that's part of the kit.
Oh,
so
my gosh, it's going to be so fantastic. I want to talk to you about liars in business, because there's a huge issue there. I mean, personally, we all deal with it. People don't tell the truth or kind of little white lies or anything like that. But in business, it really makes a difference, whether you're hiring somebody or firing somebody or you have constant employees. But before I get to that, I got to hear this story. You went to try out for Shark Tank. And that whole process was a piece. But then when you went to the National Speakers Association, there was Kevin Harrington, right? And he picked up on you. So tell me about trying out for Shark Tank.
Trying out for Shark Tank was a adventure in, I would call it, selfishness.
Yeah.
I had never been around so many people who, when I asked them what was their business, what do they do, they did not ask me in return.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It was one after the other after the other. And I just thought, wow, like business networking, this is the perfect place. You never know where you're going to meet someone. And the Shark Tank crew as a whole, and I sat in line all day to go pitch for 5 minutes. That's what I found. So it was really interesting. And I did bump into someone in the holding room. I showed him my books, my Body Language for Profit system that I was talking about, and he's like, wait a minute, I know you. You're on the radio a lot, aren't you? I said, yeah. So kind of fun, like interesting adventure. But I also, right about the same time, applied to do the Shark Tank at the National Speakers Association conference that we had a little mini Shark Tank, and I got on, and that's where Kevin Harrington gave me a deal. That's
awesome. So this persuasion point is going to be great. We'll have more in the coming weeks as that comes out. But talk about liars in business, because this is so difficult when you have employers and owners and CEOs, and for any of the smart ones out there, they know that their employees are their number one greatest asset. And then you have a liar amongst the ranks. What do you do?
Oh, well, you got to make sure that you're detecting the lies before they actually become material to you. So whether that's an inflated resume or someone who just says, they've done something and they haven't, or they have done something and they shouldn't have, those are the kind of things that you want to start to detect. But, on a like ground floor level,
yeah.
If you're a salesperson, whether you're selling, an idea or you're selling a product, are you able to detect the lies that your customer may have, may be telling you? And so, we tell lies every day. Not all of them are material, but when they start to affect your wallet, well, then you might want to start paying a little bit more attention.
Well, exactly right. It's tough, and I guess you have to pay attention to the signs, right? The signs are there prior to any big problems?
A lot of them are, for about 80% of people, absolutely. And so it's up to you to pay attention. And for my old bike racing days, I had a coach, and he said, you pay attention or you pay with pain.
Ah, yeah.
That's the key right there.
Very good. We're talking with Traci Brown. She is a world-renowned linguistic practitioner. She's a master practitioner of neurolinguistics, and she's put out a book, an ebook, Mastering Magical Persuasion. It's part of her recent package, Persuasion Points, which will be on the Home Shopping Network. It's not even, it's in its final stages. And then, of course, her book, Body Language Confidential. I love this title, Tactics Every Secret Agent, Salesperson, and Kindergarten Teacher Should Know. And you can find it on her website, bodylanguagetrainer.com. Traci, it's awesome to have you on. And just as people are going through their day, I guess they just need to be paying more attention to body language, huh?
Actually, yeah, pay attention and notice when people do things that don't seem to match what's coming out of their mouth. And, of course, Body Language Confidential will tell you a lot about that. And make sure you go to my website, grab a copy. They're not very expensive. And, sign up for the mailing list so I can tell you all about the Persuasion Point Kit when it's ready to go. And, you'll be on your way to being a body language expert in no time.
That's excellent. Now, this Persuasion Points that's going to be on the Home Shopping Network, it's actually going to be geared toward women, correct?
It is. They have a 70% female audience, and so they said develop something for that 70%. You know, the moms that are staying home and just have it on in the background, those kinds of people. And so I developed this system specifically for things that they're going to need to do in their life. So, like I said, talking your way out of a traffic ticket,
oh my gosh,
texting lies, talking your way into, let's say, a presidential party that you weren't invited to.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
There's a lot of uses, and so what I've done is try to give you all the background, but then really tighten it up so that point A always leads point B.
You know what's going to be interesting, Tracy, thinking about this as, you know, the women demographic, the 70%, you wonder, okay, how many of these women are going to be dealing with teenagers and kids in school as they come home and can practice on them from everything they're going to...
every single one of them.
Oh, my gosh. All right, we got to go. Tracy, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Traci Brown, her website, bodylanguagetrainer.com. Don't miss it. We'll be back. We got a break coming up. The Bloomberg Market Update is next, right here on KCMX News Radio 880.